What's up, YouTube? The truth. Dominating Impulse. I'm back in a big way. Now, I've been waiting weeks for this. I knew I kind of got behind in my Arrow videos and my Legends videos and my Flash videos. So what I did was I just halt all production, got with my team. We decided we're going to switch up our format. We actually added a little bit more to our set, as you can see. And we're going to give you guys a lot more better content. Now, the reason I waited to review all of these shows is I wanted to wait until all of the season finales came. And we're going to dive right into it. Now, first things first, the Arrowverse has a new member. Melissa Benoist, welcome home to the CW. Supergirl, Kara Danvers. Now, how they're going to intertwine her into this Arrowverse CW world, we don't know yet. But if you guys seen, careful for spoilers before I go any further, if you guys seen the ending of The Flash, Flashpoint, he went back, stopped Eobor, Nora Allen lives. So what that means is ripples effect all over, all over. Now, I'm going to skip Arrow briefly and jump over to Legends. Now, if you've seen the season finale of Legends, Our Man showed up at the very last second. Easter egg dropped, Justice Society. So we actually might get a Justice Society going forward with the addition of Supergirl to the Arrowverse. You know, she's the big gun. If you guys ever seen Justice League War, you know, when Cyborg was talking to Batman, he's like, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to get my big guns." Hey, if you have an S on your chest, that almost means you're indestructible. Almost. I'm hyped. I'm actually, a lot of people did not like Supergirl, but I think if they go back to the actual creative content, the core source material, retcon all that teeny, campy, you know, girl power, and just get back to the basics of a female, red beam eyes, who can fly, strong as ever, kicking ass, they won't have any problems. Now, what I did like about The Flash, I love Zoom. Teddy Sears was amazing. I actually love Barry. Now, if you guys seen Arrow Season 2, this was more of like that timeline, you know, same writers. This is more of Barry down himself. This is Barry versus Barry at the end of the day. And if you've seen that episode written by Kevin Smith, The Runaway Dinosaur, when he was trapped in the Speed Force, it basically came down to Barry looking himself in the mirror and accepting the things he can accept. And I love it. I don't love all of the, you know, dialogue and the, you know, I'm down on myself and, you know, but I do love everything else they add. This is probably the flagship show for DC right now. Flash and Gotham. And Gotham got rocky going forward, but, you know, Flash and Gotham, they're tip for tat right now. Now, Arrow. They got back to it. The back half of the season felt like season 2 for me, which was guaranteed, hands down, the best season of Arrow we've ever had. Now, season 3, shout out to Warner Brothers. They kind of screwed with us. We want to use the Suicide Squad, so you got to kill them off. So that just totally messed up everything that Arrow wanted to do going forward. So they had to spend the back half of the season retconning that. Also, in the front half of season 4, fixing what everything was wrong with season 3. And I mean everything was wrong with season 3. I did love the villain. Damien Dark was almost a notch below Deathstroke, Slate Wilson. He brought it. And really, if you want to be honest, Oliver got his tail handed to him 95% of the episodes. It's just that magic 5% of the TV magic. We know the hero's going to overdo it with the help of Felicity, Team Arrow. They destroy all the missiles. They get it done. And then we get this big brawl at the end. Now, if you go back to season 1 of Arrow at the end, when, you know, the undertaking is going down and everyone's going crazy, and then, you know, he finds Tommy dead, trapped in the rubble. That's what we got. I felt that energy. I loved it. I was on the edge of my seat like, oh, Oliver, oh. And I did. And I love how Damien Dark is, you know, kicking his ass, throwing him everywhere, using his magic, and talking shit to him at the same time. That's that cockiness you cannot get from a Marvel villain whatsoever. So, shout out to them. They brought it. I love the way they stepped their game up and they let us know, hey, Arrow fans, we're going to be bringing you a lot more. So, going forward, Stephen Amell did say he wasn't really happy about the production this year in season 4, and that's where I'm going to jump into the Legends. Now, Legends of Tomorrow, great show going forward, kind of slowed down towards the middle. They picked it back up at the end. They landed it. I loved it. I love how they introduced Our Man. We also got to see the Justice Society Easter egg. So, I love that. But what they didn't tell us is Andrew Kreisberg, who's one of the main writers on Arrow, who's actually the staple for this entire DCU, however you want to look at it, the Arrowverse. They took him off of Arrow and they put him on Legends to, get that off the ground. Now, going forward for season 5, I do believe he is going to come back to the team. So we should get some of that season 1, season 2 elements of Oliver, Diggle, hands up, in the streets. Because at the end of the day, Oliver's just a man. He's a poor man's Batman. He's not poor, by the way. Queen Industries is very profitable. He's just a man with a bow and arrow, ready to do damage, and that's why I loved Arrow. They brought it. They just brought it, and we're ready to see that. Now, going forward, I'm kind of hyped because we get the big gun, Melissa Benoist, Supergirl. Now, exit all things you know about CBS Supergirl, because I'm going to let you know. It was terrible. It was some good moments, it was some bad moments. Case in point, the worst moment about this entire season possibly was the Flash visiting. But in that same statement, he also saved her. Because if the Flash didn't visit, I'm sorry, the whole series would have been canceled. Because it went from this to this. Yeah, right. Like, it. So, we're going to get to see who they're going to bring over. I really hope they bring over, Kat Graham. She's amazing. She's like that, elder in Carl's ear. You have to do the right thing. She's also, been back and forth. She doesn't know she's going to move to Vancouver because that's where the Arrow shows, Flash, Legends, they all shoot in Vancouver. So she doesn't know she wants to make that move yet. But stay tuned for that. But what we do know, we're going to get Martian Manhunter. So check this out. Potentially, we can have Supergirl, Martian Manhunter, the Flash, Firestorm, Black Canary, whenever they replace her. They're going to replace her if you've seen it in the Arrow. Hawkeye, what the hell am I saying? This isn't Marvel. White Canary, Heat Wave. And then, here and there we might get a little bit of Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Now, I don't know who they're going to kick out of Legends of Tomorrow going forward in season 2. But what I do know is this is the first time we've ever got this close to a live-action Justice League. And I know they don't want to use the whole Justice League thing because we got the movie going on. And Warner Brothers is all, you can't use it. But we're going to get the Justice League. And I'm pretty stoked about that. So, going forward, I'm going to wrap this video up, and then I'm going to individually break down all the elements I did love and didn't love about these shows. First off, let's talk about Ray Palmer, the Atom in Legends. Is he a tough guy? Is he a love guy? If he's a scientist? I don't know what he is, but what I do know is they need to step his character level up. Also, number 2, Diggle, you got to get him back on the streets with Oliver. He's a little confusing here. He just had to put a hot one in his brother. Hey, that's going to mess with your mind. If you see Oliver in season 1 and 2, how he was just, you failed this city. He wasn't playing games. He was taking bodies. And that's what we need to get back to, CW. Bring it back, CW. So, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below, what are you happy to see going forward in the fall with the Arrowverse. I'm stoked. This is probably going to be one of the biggest things they did. Now, if they can land this, Marvel who? By the way, totally different topic, but I'm just going to throw this in there. If you guys seen Captain America, Civil War, it was not better than BVS, Batman v Superman. And I have a lot of reasons why, and I'm going to go into a video about that a little bit later. So, I'm going to bring this video to a close. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're charged. I'm charged on the set. You see him sweating and everything. Because this is, we're getting it. Now, we can get back to that season 2 Arrow element for all the shows. Whew, we can't be stopped. I'm the truth, Dominant Impulse. I'm going to keep doing what I do. And that's charge them out for you guys. I'm signing out. Peace.